Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The owner of the car had previously already cleaned this front area of the car, and basically all I've had to do really is just go over it with cleaning agents just to wipe the dust off, and then I've dressed everything and it's looking pretty good. Well, it looks very good when you think of the age of the car. It's absolutely mint. So now I'm going to start preparing the toolkits and everything to go in, but I'm starting with the spare wheel. As you can see, this is a space-saving wheel, and this is the way it sits in the car, and then it's anchored down through the hub. But because of years and years, the tool bags and everything sit inside this, so I'll just put a light on it so that you could see the sort of condition that it gets into with the bags being moved in and out. They've probably only been used to tuck in and out to have cleaning done, but it's marred and scratched all the paint on the space saver. So I've got Menzerna 220 on the nano polisher with a 2-inch mop head, and I'm now going to start polishing it up, remove as many of the scratches as I can, and just give it back the gloss that it deserves. So I'm going to try and get this up now, so I'll see you in a short while. Well, I thought this was going to be a 5-minute job, but it turns out it's not. Now, initially I've got a fairly soft pad on the nano polisher and marks like this. Now, really the soft pad just wasn't doing anything. It was taking ages to just even start cutting it. So basically I've now got this flex polisher out with a 2-inch wall pad and converted it to a rotary, so I can cut all this. I mean, it is well, you can see what I'm on about. And now we're starting to get this lovely cherry red. Now this is only cut, I haven't done a second stage or anything, because I'm making sure to get all the marks out first. But you can see this cherry red gloss is coming up from otherwise looks like quite lackluster. But it's 29 years in the making. You know, you can't expect not to have any marks, and as you can see, you know, they do. I know it's something that you only see very, very rarely, but you know, it still needs to be done. I keep saying this is a concours detail that I'm doing, and the owner wants the car as good as it can be. Now, it's little things like this that will let it down. You know, if the owner picks up the carpet to get anything out of this wheel well, you know, and I don't want somebody saying, well, that don't look so good. So we're going to do it. Every detail is going to be done. So now I've got the rotary on the go. It is starting to fetch all them marks out. So I'm going to crack on with it and get it done and see what it's like when I'm finished. Then I'll do the outside, which is upside down in the car. You ain't going to see it, but I still do it. Right, I'll see you later. I've now finished polishing both sides of the wheel, and now I'm going to protect it with some ceramic coating. Not that it'll see the elements, but it all helps. on. And there we are. Wheel's now ready to go back in its place. And the ceramic will give it a little bit of protection from the tools that are going to sit in there. But I'm just going to leave that now for it to go off and start curing properly. And that looks lovely. So we can move on to the next job. See you a little bit later. Right, I'm on the engine bay detail, and you can see the fins on the intercooler have had scratches on them, and I've just masked up and ready to paint. I've given them a wipe over with degreaser, and I'm going to give it a couple of coats of satin, well, satin black to be proper, and that'll improve the look of that. So I'm going to get going and start laying a couple of coats down. I will see you shortly. Well, I'm just finishing the detailing on the engine, and repainted the intercooler as you've seen. I've managed to get the Dremel down and clean in places that it can reach, and now I'm going to polish this rear panel. And to do it properly, we're going to remove these stickers, because as you can see, they've been wiped that many times, the lettering's coming off. We've got two new genuine stickers to replace them with. So I've got the heat gun out. I'm going to warm them up and remove them, remove the glue that's left behind, and polish up this rear panel. And then that'll be the engine bay completed. I can move on to something else then. Right, get them warmed up and get them removed. I've just done the first set as you've seen, and there's still a couple of scratches that haven't come out in this section. So I'm going to give it another set, and if it needs it, another set until the scratches have gone. I'm not going to put you through the agony of watching it for an hour. So, but you get a bit of a taste of what we're doing. I'll see you later. Right, I've done a couple of touch-ins on this panel as well. And that's nicely polished. I've also finger polished all the drip rails around the lid, so they look the same as the back panel. Now I'm going to put the stickers back on, and I'm pleased with how the engine bay looks. Now the other thing I've noticed while I've had the light on is although it looks brand new, you can see it's a bit cloudy. So while I'm sitting here finishing the engine bay off, I might as well polish that. Got to be done anyway. So that'll finish off the engine bay side of things. Actually preferred it without the stickers, but there you go. Right, let's crack on. Right, I've just finished. I've just done this. Now that's looking damn sight better, and I've put the stickers back on. Looks very lovely. Now I've pulled the number plate off, I've got to get all this glue off. Right, I'll see you later. I'm sure everybody's probably seen this before, but I'm removing the badges. Obviously can't polish the boot lid with the badges on. So, got some dental floss. Just up the dental floss in and just slowly saw away. You will need a bit because it keeps snapping anyway. So, always get a bit of dental floss that's a bit longer. Don't pull too hard and it'll last longer. If you try and just pull it through, it'll snap. But you could see I'm trying to stop it from dropping on the floor, but there we are. Just continue along doing the same thing over and over. I mean, that's all one badge. These were separate, as you can see. So there you are. Just some useless information, but it adds spice to life. See you later. Hi, it's Saturday morning. I'm just finishing now at 2 o'clock on a Saturday. I thought I'd give you a walk round and see what's been happening today. And it's been a big strip down day, or a start of a strip down. Remove the badges as I showed, remove the rear lights because I want to clean all this inside. Make sure that's nice and clean, same this side. Remove the wheels, and obviously gonna need quite a bit of cleaning, but you would expect that on a car of this age. And go around the front and Although some of this is the wax from the factory, it does need a good clean up. I've just started removing the front lamps, but I'm saving the rest of that and the front end till Monday. Basically, this side is the side I've spent the most time on today. I've been removing these panels, or this panel, which will give me access to remove this. I've got a slight problem in as much as lack of clearance to get at 2 screws, which I'm going to have to overcome on Monday by lifting the car up away from the ramp to get these 2 screws out of here. But that's pretty much ready to go. I could probably get the PPF off at that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to get it off. Same with the front. I've took the front cover off. I just wanted to have a look what the condition was like behind there. It isn't bad at all. But I took it off anyway to have a look. And as you can see, it does need a bit of cleaning. I've just had a little go at that arm to see how it will come up with a clean. And that's the what I expect at the end of it, rather than that. So if I can get it like that and everything else cleaned, I'll be happy. Get rid of all this crud, and this pipe work needs a good clean up as well. So I'll be doing that. But the big job of the day has been stripping this door handle out. Now, this has been a mission and a half. I have stripped Porsches before, but this one's been particularly hard because that wire that runs from the door handle runs all the way down with clips behind the window the guide, the window guides. All the bolts and everything are protected by this that bolts on the inside to cover the inside of the lock, so it can't be tampered with. And basically it's just been a mission. In fact, these are all the tools I've had out to strip the door down. You know, there's various Allen keys, sockets of different sizes, 8mm. You know, for these little bolts, that's what holds the door handle on, them little nuts. So it's been a bit of a mission, but it means that I'm not going to get what you can see here, which is somebody else has polished it before and basically got paste around all these gaskets. I'm going to order new gaskets for that, for both sides, so that they're brand new when they go on. So now the wing mirror's removed, the door handle's removed, the side repeater's removed, and you can see all the paste in here from previous polishing. You know, when I take the headlights out, that'll all be cleaned out. I'll take all these lamps out as well. So there's going to be a few days work really to get this in a position, even to start cleaning under the wheel arches. There's probably another day of stripping, but in the end it will make a better job. You know, obviously I've been round all these gaps already that somebody had left polishing, and I've pretty much got it all out, because we don't want any of that showing, and looks like I've left it. But the PPF's got to come off because the whole car's going to be done in PPF. But the engineering's incredible. You know, just stripping this door shows you how much thought and effort has gone into this. Saved the gasket, so you know that'll go back on like original. I haven't just tore a big hole in it to get my hand in, and it all takes a little bit longer to do it like this, but you know, you're putting the car back how it should be. These are where the screws are. They're old, the plastic lock covering. It's been took quite a long time, and I'm actually, you can see by my hands, look, I've got dirty from the inside of the door. Don't happen very often, does it? Right then, that's the end of the week. So, you know, I've been on this, what now, about 8 days. We've accomplished quite a lot, really. The interior's lovely, engine bay is stunning, everything looks good. We're just going to carry on in the same ilk to get the car looking stunning when it leaves. Right, well, thanks for watching. I know a lot of you have been watching this video on YouTube, and I really appreciate the fact that you're watching me. Those that haven't hit the subscribe button and the like button, if you could do that for me, that all helps the channel grow, and I'd appreciate you doing it. So anyway, that's it for this week, and I'll see you back on Monday.